What's going on, everybody? Sabus here, back in Vermintide 2, and today we are taking a look at Victor Saltspire. And we're going to start off with the Witch Hunter Captain, Victor Saltspire, who a lot of people really like, and I do really like him as well. He's got a really good passive, so let's go take a look at that now. So his passive is Witch Hunt, tagged enemies take additional damage. This is the big one, no light attack block cost from frontal attacks. And then he's got critical hit headshots instantly slay man-sized enemies. So that second one's the really interesting one. And that means that when you're holding right click and you're blocking, and you get a light attack from the front, which is what a lot of enemies throw at you, you don't actually use any stamina. Which is pretty insane if you ask me, and I've played him a fair bit and it's pretty good, I would say. The no stamina cost is super useful when you're fighting hordes of rats or hordes of chaos. So yeah, I really like it. And then its career skill, Animosity, boosts critical hit chance for all nearby party members for 8 seconds. It doesn't say it here, but it also knocks back nearby enemies. So with Saltspire, what you want to do, you want to block a lot. His attack, it really doesn't do much damage. It's death by paper cuts, as death by paper cuts gets. So you want to block a lot, and when it comes to your weapon, I would use the rapier. I have one that has minus 22% block stamina cost, which is insane with him, because the more block you have, the better he is. And then crit power as well. And then I like to use the abrasive pistols. I think they're just super solid. And the classic pistols for him. I'm using the super classic build with him with the rapier and pistols, but I think they are generally really good. And then with these, you want to look for stuff with stamina. Unfortunately, I don't think I don't have any stamina here for any of these, or these. Yeah, I don't. But all about stamina, because when you're blocking, occasionally a power attack will get thrown in there, and it'll take your stamina. But the more stamina you have, the less likely it is to take all of your stamina, so you can just block and block and block and block and block forever. So it's really good. And then his ult here isn't much like spectacle, but you hit F, you see the shockwave goes out and knocks your enemies down, and then you can see in the bottom left there the bar of critical hit damage. So we're gonna go ahead and take Saltspire out into battle, and I will see you guys then. Alright, so here we are, and one big thing that I didn't mention when I was in the spawn room is that Saltspire doesn't get as much ammo as he used to. As you can see in the bottom right there, he only has 20 shots with the abrasive pistols. He used to have a ton more in the old game. So having the rapier is actually really useful, because if you hit mouse button 5, your alternate attack, he shoots one. And it's a little awkward because you can see there's like this weird bounce that happens. That's not me doing that, that's just the game. But on veteran at close ranges, it's a one-shot to chaos marauders, and on recruit it's pretty much a one-shot to everything that's small, man-sized. And it has unlimited ammo. You can just keep going and going and going and going. And it's really good, and it's really useful like if you want to be aggressive and use your block, and you want to, oh, I already have one, I forgot this recruit, and you want to charge in, you just charge, fire off some rounds. It's not quick, like this is as quick as it gets. You can just charge in and kill 1 or 2 before you even get to them. But I'll see here in a second if I can show off that no step. Trying to show stuff off, Carillion. Okay, so as you can see, I didn't lose any block stamina there, and I blocked, I think, 2 attacks. It's hard to tell, but I blocked 2 attacks there. So as you can see, it's pretty nice having that, because you don't actually lose stamina, which means that you can push more and you can block more heavy attacks. Because the one thing you don't want to have happen is run out of block from a bunch of light attacks and then get absolutely destroyed by Chaos Warrior's heavy attack. So I've got my ult now. I'm gonna go ahead and wait for these guys to come in and use it. But as you can see, it knocks them down even though it's not in the text. And then you can't really see it here because they're one shots anyway. But my crit damage is increased. I'm just doing, like, it's super good, especially when you're facing a boss enemy using that, because if you're playing with like Slayer Barden and Slayer Barden uses his ult, it's absolutely insane because you just kill everything super quick. And one other thing that this version of Saltspire is really good at is dealing with those heretic rats or the Slayer Chaos Marauders, because they only, or not they don't only use light attacks, but for their first like flurry of attacks, it's all light attacks, meaning that you parry every single one without using any stamina whatsoever. It's absolutely insane, because then they only do 2 power attacks and you still have stamina left over. I'm not sure if I'll actually face any of them, because they're not super common on Recruit, because they're considered to be tougher. But if we do face one, I'll show it off. Is that one? No, it's not one. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna face one on Recruit, unfortunately. But as you can see, I liberally use this pistol. I never use it to the point that like it gets me killed. But I use it when I need to. And then same thing with the pistols. I'm not liberally using these because they're like a backup, because they're super easy to aim. And like, for example, if there's a gun rat that I need to take out real quick, I can just whip him out, fire off 20 shots in 10 seconds, probably even less than that. And we're good to go. So overall, I'd say as this version of Saltspire, you should really be aggressive. He wants to be on the front lines. Like I said, he's death by paper cuts. Get him in there. Your enemies aren't going to be really able to swing at you because he'll be hitting them so fast. And then use your pistols as a backup. Like, you really don't need your pistols to be effective. But as you can see, that's what you don't want to have happen. You don't want to lose all your block to light attacks and get hit by one of those. But I also, it does block light attacks from Chaos Warriors, because they also do have light attacks. It even blocks those. And it's pretty nuts. So, gonna go ahead and fight this last guy. Let me see if I can. God damn it! I was gonna block a light attack just to show it off more. But like life leeches, that's a good use for your pistols because they're annoying as all hell. And trolls, another good use. Look at that. No stamina cost. That guy's gonna take a little stamina. Look how long you can block for. And your stamina comes back faster than you lose it. I know I could kill these guys. I'm just showing this off. As long as it's from the front, you just keep blocking, blocking, blocking. No problem. So, and the rapier has a ton of block stamina by default, so it's really good. So that's pretty much it for Saltspire. Unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna run into any heretics or anything, which is a little unfortunate. But thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I missed that bomb. Just ignore that. And I will see you all next time.